Crimson maples blaze against cloudless blue skies as covered bridges frame valleys painted in gold, orange, and scarlet. The crisp autumn air carries the scent of wood smoke and fresh apple cider, while country roads wind through nature's most spectacular show. Welcome to New England's Fall Foliage Trail. I'm Daisy, and I'm about to show you how to experience peak autumn colors in Vermont and New Hampshire without breaking your budget or missing the magic. Before we dive into this autumn wonderland, hit that subscribe button to join our travel family and never miss a seasonal adventure. We're chasing the best fall colors in 4 perfect days. Total drive time? Just 3 hours between our furthest points along Scenic Route 100 and the legendary Kancamagus Highway. Everything's connected by the most beautiful roads in America, making this the perfect stress-free leaf-peeping escape. Day 1. Vermont's Green Mountains and Stowe Valley. We're starting our foliage adventure in Stowe, Vermont, where the Green Mountains create an amphitheater of autumn color. Here's our first insider tip. Arrive at the Stowe gondola by 8:30 a.m. to catch the mountain mist lifting from valleys painted in brilliant reds and golds. The early start means you'll have the summit virtually to yourself for those Instagram-worthy shots that define fall in New England. The gondola ride for just $29 for adults and $19 for kids takes you 2,356 feet up Mount Mansfield, Vermont's highest peak, where 360-degree views reveal an endless tapestry of fall color. Parent hack: pack a thermos of hot chocolate from the base lodge. Sipping cocoa while surrounded by peak foliage becomes a memory kids treasure forever. Photography tip: the west-facing viewing platform offers the best lighting for family photos between 9 and 11 a.m. For lunch, we're heading to Dock Ponds, a local institution where their famous Leaf Peeper special for $17 features Vermont cheddar mac and cheese with apple cider bratwurst. The covered porch overlooks the West Branch River, where kids can spot brook trout while parents enjoy local craft beer. Our afternoon brings us to Cold Hollow Cider Mill, where you can watch traditional cider pressing while sampling varieties you can't find in stores. The free demonstrations happen every 30 minutes, and kids love seeing apples transform into liquid gold. Don't miss their donut machine. Watching dozens of donuts drop into hot oil while the aroma fills the mill creates sensory overload in the best way. Next, we're exploring Stowe's historic village along the recreation path, a paved 5.5-mile trail perfect for families. Rent bikes at AJ's Ski and Sports for $25 a day and pedal through covered bridges and maple groves. The path follows the West Branch River, offering constant color changes and photo opportunities. Family-friendly feature: multiple rest areas with picnic tables and clean restrooms every mile. For dinner, we're visiting the historic Von Trapp Beer Hall restaurant, perched on a mountainside with panoramic valley views. Their fall harvest menu features locally sourced ingredients like Vermont lamb with maple glaze. Tonight, we're staying at the romantic Trapp Family Lodge, where the Von Trapp family, yes, from Sound of Music, settled after fleeing Austria. At $259 a night, request a main lodge room facing the mountains for sunrise views that require no alarm clock. The Austrian architecture and alpine setting create the perfect autumn retreat, complete with evening s'mores around outdoor fire pits. Day 2, Route 100, Scenic Drive and Manchester Villages. Day 2 takes us south along Route 100, consistently rated America's most beautiful road during foliage season. We're departing early at 8 a.m. to experience the Foliage Highway, when morning mist creates ethereal scenes around every bend. First stop, Waitsfield, where the Mad River Valley offers some of Vermont's most photographed autumn vistas. At Bragg Farm Sugar House, witness traditional maple syrup production in the same building that's been making liquid gold since 1893. Their free tour explains the fascinating process from sap to syrup. The Sugar on Snow demonstration, where hot maple syrup poured over fresh snow creates instant candy. Timing tip: tours run every hour, but the 10 a.m. tour includes the most detailed explanation. For lunch, we're stopping at the Warren Store, a Vermont country store that's been serving travelers since 1899. Their leaf peeper lunch includes Vermont cheddar soup in a bread bowl with local apple slices. The front porch offers prime people watching as leaf peepers share photos and foliage reports. Our afternoon destination is Manchester, where pristine white steeples rise above valleys ablaze with color. The Equinox Skyline Drive, which is $18 per car, and winds its way up Mount Equinox for panoramic views across 3 states. Photo opportunity: the summit's observation deck at 3,848 feet offers the highest vantage point in the Taconic Range. On a clear day, you can see the Adirondacks, Green Mountains, and Berkshires simultaneously. Don't miss the historic Hildene, Robert Todd Lincoln's estate, where the president's son built a Georgian revival mansion surrounded by formal gardens now exploding with autumn color. The house tour for $20 adults and $10 for kids includes access to the Pullman car used by the Lincoln family, while the grounds offer peaceful walking paths through maple groves. The restored 1903 Aeolian pipe organ still plays daily concerts that echo through rooms filled with original Lincoln family furniture. For dinner, we're experiencing farm-to-table dining at the Reluctant Panther Inn, where the chef creates seasonal menus featuring Vermont's autumn harvest. Their roasted butternut squash soup and maple-glazed pork tenderloin celebrate local flavors. Tonight, we're staying at the historic Equinox Resort, a Grand Dame hotel welcoming guests since 1769. At $229 a night, request a mountain view room for sunrise, illuminating the peaks that inspired artists for centuries. The resort's falconry program offers morning demonstrations where kids can meet hawks and eagles, an unexpected adventure that adds magic to autumn mornings. Day 3, New Hampshire's White Mountains and Kancamagus Highway. Day 3 brings us into New Hampshire's White Mountains via the legendary Kancamagus Highway, a 34-mile scenic byway that's considered the crown jewel of New England foliage viewing. Depart early by 8:30 a.m. to catch morning light, illuminating the Swift River Valley in peak autumn glory. This national scenic byway offers pull-offs every few miles, each revealing different perspectives of the White Mountain National Forest, painted in nature's most brilliant palette. Our first stop is Savor Falls, a spectacular 45-foot waterfall, accessible via an easy 0.6-mile trail perfect for families. The falls cascade through a narrow granite gorge flanked by sugar maples at peak color, creating one of New England's most photographed autumn scenes. The trail is mostly flat with sturdy railings, and the round trip takes just 45 minutes including photo time. For lunch, we're visiting the rustic Common Man Inn in Lincoln, where their Woodsman's Lunch for $16.95 features New Hampshire comfort food in a lodge setting surrounded by peak foliage. Their Apple Crisp a la mode uses apples from local orchards and has been featured in Yankee magazine. Budget tip: their lunch portions are generous enough to share, and kids eat free on weekends with adult entree purchase. Our afternoon adventure takes us up the Mount Washington Cog Railway, the world's first mountain climbing cog railway operating since 1869. The 3-hour round trip is a little pricey at $70 a person, but here's why it's worth it. It climbs to an incredible 6,288 feet, where views extend to 4 states and Canada. Weather permitting, the summit offers the most spectacular foliage panorama in New England. It's an engineering marvel. The trains climb grades up to 37%, using a unique cog system that prevents rolling backward. Alternatively, for more budget-conscious families, the Mount Washington Auto Road $31 per car plus driver and $9 for each additional passenger allows you to drive to the summit at your own pace with multiple scenic stops. Family strategy: pack winter coats. The summit is typically 20-30 degrees colder than the base, and weather can change rapidly above treeline. For dinner, we're heading to the historic Christmas Farm Inn, where their Harvest Feast celebrates New Hampshire's autumn bounty with dishes like cider braised chicken and pumpkin ravioli. The rustic dining room features massive stone fireplaces and panoramic mountain views. Kid entertainment. The inn's farm animals include friendly goats and sheep that children can visit before dinner. Tonight, we're staying at the charming Christmas Farm Inn, where cozy cottages scattered across 17 acres offer the perfect autumn retreat. At $189 a night, you can request the Mistletoe Cottage for its private deck overlooking the presidential range. Day 4, Covered Bridges and Apple Orchard finale. Our final day explores New Hampshire's iconic covered bridges and celebrates the apple harvest that defines New England autumn. We're starting at the famous Albany Covered Bridge, built in 1858 and spanning the Swift River in a picture-perfect setting surrounded by peak foliage. Arrive when morning light illuminates the red bridge against the backdrop of blazing maples. This shot appears on countless New England calendars. Kids love the echo effect created by the wooden tunnel, and the bridge's pedestrian walkway offers safe exploration opportunities. Well, fellow travelers, our New England foliage adventure has come to an end. But autumn's magic is just beginning across these mountains and valleys. The covered bridges, country roads, and blazing maples await your discovery during nature's most spectacular show. I hope this trip has inspired you to pack your bags and chase the colors that define New England's autumn glory. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through fall's most brilliant display. Your support means the world to us, and we're grateful for every like, comment, and subscribe. Speaking of which, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our travel family. Drop a comment below and tell me your favorite autumn memory or which covered bridge you'd most like to visit. I'm Daisy, and thank you for watching. Remember, fall foliage waits for no one, but when you time it right, you'll witness nature's most magnificent performance. Safe travels, everyone, and I'll see you on the road!